Pro Football Focus's Brad Spielberger, who, programming note, will be on the show a little bit later this week, talking on NFL Network's Total Access, how good he thinks Myles Garrett will be this season.
Yeah, over the last 2 seasons, Myles Garrett leads us in pass rush win rate by almost a full 3 percentage points at 22.5. He is second in sacks over that span with 32. You bring in Jim Schwartz, a defensive coordinator that loves to bring the heat. You add Zadarius Smith, add Dalvin Tomlinson. Myles Garrett is going to break the single-season sack record with at least 23 in 2023.
I like the Browns personnel. I like what they're doing, Jim Schwartz coming over. But I don't know if they're going to have enough leads to allow him to chase the quarterback.
Tyler, Jim Schwartz has said he's taking the seatbelts off. So I think, and that's one of the things that, we were talking about defensive tackles. I don't think people are accounting enough for the style of play, the mentality and the identity this defense is going to have. Jim Schwartz's defenses get after it.
Yeah, and like they mentioned, Myles Garrett has never had this much talent around him. Truly. He's Zadarius Smith, Dalvin Tomlinson, huge additions. You still have Ogbo Okwonkwo. You bring him in as a rotational guy now. Isaiah McGuire, Alex Wright, Siaki Ika. There's a ton of talent now on this defensive line that Myles Garrett has never had around him. The most talent Myles Garrett's had around him is Jadeveon Clowney on the other side of him. That's it. Now he has a lot more talent, and what that's going to do, offensive lines can no longer double and triple team Myles Garrett. They're just not going to be able to do it unless you just want Zadarius Smith to get 15 sacks. That's the choice you're making. And Myles Garrett to break the all-time sack record, it's not crazy. Everyone thinks it's crazy. It's really not, especially bringing in Jim Schwartz, like they said. You bring in Zadarius Smith to play opposite, Dalvin Tomlinson to play inside. Myles Garrett is one of the most talented pass rushers that the NFL has. And really, you could make the argument, and he is the most talented pass rusher the Browns have ever had in their history. And he's only continuing to get better. We forget that he's only going to be 28 years old, and he's already the Browns' leader all-time in sacks. So, hey, if he can break that record, it would be absolutely incredible. But I do have to say, I think the Browns will have enough leads to where Myles Garrett will be able to just pin his ears back and get after the quarterback. So I do have to disagree with Brad's partner on that one. But, yeah, looking forward to Myles Garrett having a huge season with Jim Schwartz as defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I agree. And they shored up the rushing defense so you won't be able to just run the ball down their throat. That's why they signed Dalvin Tomlinson. That's why they drafted Siaki Ika.